What's up guys, Jake Hutton from Fitness Culture. We got a new film guy, Parker, behind the camera today. So I set up in my power stance. He's a little bit shorter, so we don't have to have an upward angle. Anyway, today we're gonna be going over mechanical advantage extended sets. So unlike a traditional drop set where you'd maybe hit some reps, drop the weight, and then continue to push out some more reps, mechanical advantage set's gonna allow you to use the exact same weight, and you can either change your grip, change the angle of the movement, or even change the movement completely and extend the set that way. So we're gonna be going over a few different variations today, so let's get into it. When you use these mechanical advantage sets in your training, just like any other training protocol, you can use them for strength, hypertrophy, or muscle endurance. Just depends on the rep range. So right now I'm gonna be showing you how we would utilize this for a bench press. So on a mechanical advantage set, well, on the bench press, we're gonna be changing our grip to basically what we're gonna do is start with our weakest grip on the bench, which for me is gonna be a close grip. It's gonna be a little bit different for everybody, the way that you train your bench, but typically for someone that has a big bench press or is training to get a big bench press, usually that wider grip where you're the strongest, like your best mechanical advantage on the bar for your body type is gonna be where you're the strongest. So the way that we usually utilize this on the bench press is we start guys off, let's say we're doing a strength protocol. We would go 85 to 90% of your 1 rep max for 4 to 6 reps on a close grip, and then we would take a 10-second break, rack the weight, keep the exact same weight on, and then we'd widen our grip a little bit, and that would allow us to have a stronger pressing position and allow us to bang out a couple more reps. So it's gonna look like this. You set up, in your close grip setup, let's say I come almost to failure right here. 5 reps, then I'm gonna come, shake it out, 10 seconds, then I'm gonna widen my grip to my stronger bench grip, and then bang out 2 to 3 more reps. So that's an example of how we would use it on the bench press. Now we're gonna show you how we would use it, the same type of concept for a pull-up or a chin-up. All right, so now we're gonna be showing you how we would use this on the pull-up. This one's kind of a combination of changing your grip, but also changing the exercise a little bit, but really you're really just changing your grip on the pull-up bar. So we would start with a wide grip pull-up, and then move to a chin-up, and then finish with our strongest pull, which is gonna be a neutral grip chin-up. For someone that's better at pull-ups, we like to use this kind of more for hypertrophy or muscular endurance. So we would hit basically 5 at each grip. So we'd go 5 wide grip. So then you rest for about 10 seconds. You can go a little bit less rest depending on how good you are in pull-ups. Then we'd switch to a chin-up grip, so palms facing our face. Bang out another 5. Then rest for another 10 seconds, and then we'll finish with our strongest grip, which is gonna be the neutral grip. All right, so the next variation we're gonna be showing you guys is basically changing the angle of the movement to give yourself a mechanical advantage. So we're gonna be using the incline dumbbell bench as an example. So we're gonna be starting with a high incline, and let's say we're doing a set of 6 at each movement. So we're gonna do three total of 18 reps. We're gonna go 6 at the high incline, then we're gonna drop it to a mid incline, and then we're gonna finish 6 with just a flat bench. So you're gonna be a little bit stronger in every movement, obviously, and that's gonna allow you to bang out more reps that way. You start high incline. The goal is to go almost all the way to failure on this. 6 reps. Obviously this is light for me, just for the demo. Let's just say that I hit failure, close to those 6 right there. Our rest is gonna be just changing the bench angle. Then we're gonna get back to this mid angle, hit another 6. Drop the weights, and then finish it off with the flat bench. So these sets are really good for, obviously, they're gonna allow you to mix set for muscular endurance, but hypertrophy as well. All right guys, the last one we're gonna talk about is just changing the movement to give yourself mechanical advantage. Basically, you're just moving from your weakest, same thing, I'm just repeating myself, weakest to your strongest movement. But we're gonna stay in the same family of movements. So today we're gonna be showing you a barbell overhead press variation. We'll start with behind the neck press. rack the weight, changes to in front of the neck, just standard military press. And then from there, we'll rack it, shake it out, and then finish with a push press. Or if you still have enough in the tank, you can go, you don't have to rack it, you can just go straight into it. So in our example today, we'll just do sets of 6 again. So we'll go 6 behind the neck press, rack the weight, give yourself a couple seconds. Then we're gonna move into just a standard overhead press from front of the neck. And then the last one's just gonna be a push press. So with the push press, we're just gonna dip straight down, use our legs, explode with our hips, and use the momentum from our lower body to help us bang out those few extra reps. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial on how to use some different variations of mechanical advantage extended sets in your training. Hope that it gives you some ideas of some things to mix up your training a little bit. When your training gets stale, it's always good to have new variations to kind of, number one, make the gym more exciting, and number two, just to give you that extra stimulus that you may need to get those muscles to grow or bust through that strength plateau. So mechanical advantage sets are a great way to do that. They're super fun, they challenge you a ton, and we really have seen huge increases in strength and hypertrophy just busting through plateaus using these techniques. If you like this content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment on what you want me to talk about next. Thank you.